With that, we're going to send it to our beautiful caster's desk.
Guys, here with me is Max. Will be your casters for today at the I think this is the third day for the playoffs, and yes, you are about to witness potentially the match point for Omega Esports because they've won 2 games already from rounds 2 and 3. Will Chakaimook be able to make a comeback? We don't know for sure, but so far, Maxman, what do you say about the bans and the prio picks that we've got so far for this group?
And I think Omega Esports have a real issue with the cut. I thought it was already the case, but like, this is kind of like sealing my thoughts in stone. So they just don't want to deal with that whatsoever. We're going to be checking out also what is available in terms of the support position. I haven't seen the Soraka yet, which I think Soraka is a pretty good character. I see Scoundrel play a lot of Soraka, so I think that is definitely a sleeping pick, and I would like to see some players potentially use it and try and bring it into the meta, just like Nami potentially. As though, like, you are seeing, of course, you know, the Kai'Sa again picked up for this one. Not too much of a surprise. Pet up was a really strong composition and combo. There's going to be especially that Olaf and that Orianna. So this is the last, potentially the last game. And Chakaimook, they know that if they lose this matchup, they are not only losing it, like, they're going straight into the loser bracket, and they've got to play another game back-to-back. 2 BF5s back-to-back. That starts to be a little bit draining afterwards. So I think that here, they want to make sure that they win this, so they put the best composition they possibly can. Can expect to see many more big picks coming out from Chakaimook. But on the other side, Blitzcrank, which in competitive, Blitzcrank has fallen off drastically, Kasaya, and intrigued to see how that one is going to work out. But like against an Olaf late game, like, you know, he's going to try and tank those grabs.
Yeah, well, this is also the first time that Blitzcrank is gonna be showing up himself here at the Wild Rift Asia Brawl. We've been talking about okay, yeah.
Wow, I did not know.
He hasn't get picked. I mean, there's a lot of Alistar, Braum, and then prio picks on. If Braum and Alistar are not available, then there's the Lulu, Lulu, or even Gragas sometimes getting used as the support, even Janna, and we've seen Nami from a while ago. And yes, this is the first appearance. Congratulations, Blitzcrank. You're fun, Mr. Robot. You're gonna be appearing in the tournament so far. And a while ago, we were talking. Okay, if this goes to a 4th game or even a 5th game, then we might be. Will we finally be able to see a Master Yi, or no? Is it gonna be a Jarvan? And yes, it is a Jarvan this time. And I think Jarvan did receive some adjustment or buff from the recent patch, if I'm not mistaken.
He did get a little bit of buff. I'm not sure exactly of the stats, so I don't want to go too in depth on that. I do not have the stat sheet next to me, but he has indeed got a buff, a pretty rather like good one at that. So I think that overall he's going to be a really good pickup, and I'm intrigued to see how this is going to be working out. There's no huge combo potential though with a Jarvan. He's going to be kind of there doing his engage potential, and then the team's going to follow up with damage. There's no like big CC combo with like an Orianna Jarvan, which is also a pretty good combo to pull off on its own. But Ziggs might just be the last one, and this is why I love so much this kind of format that Dave set up for this tournament. You see champions like Ziggs that you would normally not see in the competitive scene and getting picked up. So like Ziggs is going to be really interesting in terms of how he deals some good AoE damage. He's got some good slows also. And I think that now going into this, you're looking on the other side, Vi is going to get taken up, which is a great single target kind of engage, but it's going to be somewhat decent against the Ziggs, but against Corki, you don't want to use it. Reason why, Vi is a click and tap kind of ability. The main issue is going to be here if you see this Corki slip away in the backline, and the Vi is just going to be following him through into the backline, Vi is going to get absolutely melted. So I'm intrigued to see how they're going to try and play around this Vi, but I think overall here, if we're talking just in terms of composition, because the Olaf, Kai'Sa, and also the I forgot her name, Orianna got picked up. Orianna got picked up for Chakaimook. I think Chakaimook might come out on top because the composition of Omega Esports is pretty out there. It's pretty original.
Yeah. Well, I'm also having a hard time thinking about okay, who's got a better draft one. Both of them got some win. Seems like for Omega Esports, we know that Ziggs he can definitely go for some really fast turret pushes or takedowns. And if that so happens, if they manage to work around with the flow of the minion waves and just capitalize on, okay, if there's a turret that is up for taking for us, then let's just go for it. They got a Ziggs anyway on their side. But for the meantime, Chakaimook also got a good composition. They got a lot of CC coming up from both the Orianna as well as the Lux as well as the Vi. So that's a lot to deal with, and I'm kind of scared for this Corky on the side of Omega Esports. When he gets caught down by the members of Chakaimook, then there will be no other source of TPS from the side of Omega Esports. So I don't know, man. If you're gonna be asking me which one I will predict on this, I don't know, because
How did you know?
a while ago I was flexing about my 100%, and if I fail in this one, I'm just gonna be jinxing myself. So...
We need 100% win rate for Kaisai. If you guess wrong, I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave the show. Okay? You gotta guess wrong right now.
Do you want my opinion this time? Maybe my prediction?
Give me your prediction. Come on.
Okay. Chakaimook. So that means we might see a game 5. So I hope you don't hate me. Fails this time.
No, usually I used to say I'm gonna make a split desk and go for the other team. I'm gonna follow your intuition. You've been good so far. I'm just gonna follow you on this one.
Dude,
I've been wrong the
just
entire
believe
day.
on your intuition, man. Just be honest about what you think.
Like normally, like my intuition is so bad that when I have an intuition, I go the opposite way. That's how bad my intuition is normally. So
but here's
I'm
the
gonna
thing.
follow you.
Okay, here's the thing. There's a lot of factors to consider in this one. All right, so maybe the draft of Climax is good, but then again, they lost twice already from the previous match. So there's this outside factor that we also have to consider. Okay, are they getting tilted in this one? Will they still potentially be able to come back? But if they are good in mentally resetting themselves, then they might go for a comeback play here in round 4. But we don't know that because we're not physically with them. We don't really know what is in their minds as of the moment. But yeah, if I will just be basing on the draft, their Chakaimook might have some say in this.
We'll have to see, Ben D. Ladies and gentlemen, this might just be the final game of this BO5 series of Omega Esports, taking their toll in this matchup versus Chakaimook. So far, if you guys did join a little bit late to stream, let me just do a quick recap. We are so far in this BO5 series 2-1 lead in favor of none other than Omega Esports. They have been dominating in the winner side of the bracket. And if they keep on doing, they might just do a grand slam and dominate all the winner bracket and make it straight into the finals without ever touching the dirty waters of the loser bracket. They're staying far, far, far away from it. As now this game's going to be happening, and especially I'm looking down in the southern side of the map, they're going to be also playing with this Blitzcrank that we mentioned against a Lux and also a Kaiser. If he hits those big boy grabs, it's going to be interesting, but also it is Corky in the mid lane while Ziggs is playing ADC.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I did not actually expecting Ziggs to be in the middle lane and Corky in the bot side part of the map. Something much interesting happening as of yet. But a while ago, we did see that Stronger, the Blitzcrank, attempted to go for a pull or a hook from the jungle camp of Vi. I think what Team Omega Esports should have capitalized in the early stages of the game is to annoy the jungle camp or the jungler on the side of CKM. But they did not bother. They just want to mind their own business. Potentially, maybe they're thinking, okay, maybe they know themselves that, okay, this is a longer draft compared to what we have, and I think we just have to play it safe than just, you know, going for a much riskier play that we're not really sure of.
In terms of rotation too, nothing to... Oh, I just realized I don't have the field of war. I got it deactivated. There you go. Now I can actually see what's happening around the map. Oh my god, I got eyes. This is awesome. But no big deep vision happening so far. But here it is. Going to be having Sheepa taken straight up a one-on-one. But he sees that also is followed up with the Orianna. He's like, I don't want to get too involved with that one. I am going to be taking a rest, a little vacation, and move away from that one. While in the bottom side, this Blitzcrank is giving some good passive pressure purely because of the grab being available, but no grabs that have yet to connect, which makes me a little bit sad because that was an old Blitzcrank one trick, and I want to see some good grabs connect. Come on, give me, please.
Not yet. I think they're waiting for the perfect time where a backup is much present on the side of Omega Esports, and it's gonna be something risky because they got a locked in here. You know, you can just get a locked in under a turret, and they're just gonna be taking damage Cathian Rain of the Kaisa. So it's gonna be risky to actually go for that kind of play, just going so aggressive, even with if without the backup coming from maybe the Jarvan or even the Koki from the mid. So let's see how this will go so far. Everyone just want peace at the start of this game.
Start of this game. I mean, this is a very slow
Oh,
pace.
there's the-
Oh, there you go.
Yes, here we go. And we can see the ultimate popped up by that Lux already. A Cathian Rain has been thrown out by the Kaisa, but not enough damage to deal with as of yet. We're just a 3-minute game time, but at least they are sending each other back to the next.
That was a fun one, though. A little bit of a nice fight. The grab did connect, but unfortunately, they hit the grab the moment they were unfortunately they were out of mana, so they were like, oh, well, we got the grab, but what now? Well, nothing. Unfortunately, when you have no mana as a Ziggs, you're not going to do very much work. So they knew that, unfortunately, they could not commit, so they decided to fully disengage and leave the fight, which I think was the best course of action indeed. As though mid lane is going to be contested, you got yourself the 2-man push. You got also Blitz coming. Has been starting to roam, and he's ready to go. You know it. There you go.
Here we go. The grab connect. No, they're not really gonna go for it. Seems like they know, okay, that Orianna is going towards that right side part of the map. Maybe there's a backup incoming then. So let's just be safe and just back away. Let's not commit onto this kill that is not really part of objective. But look at that grab onto the Lux in here. With the ultimate coming from the Jarvan as well. Have been popped up by the Lux as well. Look at the shields perfectly being done by the Lux as well. And wow, that was impressive. The jungler on the side of Omega Esports going down, and this is a good start for Team Chakaimook. And at the same time, look at the Olaf actually going for a push up top.
Oh my god, that Lux is floor gang for sure. Like, she barely survived that one. But now that also potentially opens up an opportunity for Drake. It doesn't seem like they're too interested just yet, but that could have been a viable option indeed. Like, that was a good grab. After the single appealing and then the shields coming on through from the entire squad of Chakaimook was just like, it was good plays from like both sides respectively. So they both deserve a lot of respect for that entire engagement. But the first blood did indeed go the way of Chakaimook. With 5 minutes in, and there's only been one kill. The goal lead is of only 500 in favor of Chakaimook, purely based off of that first blood too. This game is taken real seriously because this is, once again, do or die for Chakaimook. If they lose this, they are out in the loser bracket and having to play once again to fight their way for the finals.
That's for sure. But for the meantime, I think... Oh, look at that grab connecting onto the Vi. Once more, lots of damage in here. Corki sending Shiba back away, forcing him maybe to just go back onto the base, onto the Nexus. And just, why is he going back in here onto the fight? Oh, that was a risky play. Why did he do that? He could have been like... go on to a safer route by just, okay, wait, I'm super low, I'm less than half HP. I think what he has in mind is that, okay, there's a backup coming in away from my teammates, but actually it did not happen. I think there's a little bit of miscommunication in that one. We can see the final spark being pulled off by the Lux, not gonna be stealing that dragon. Man, I was kind of disappointed what the Vi did in that part. Why did he go back? He knows that he's super low.
Yeah, I don't know what the intention was behind that one. We can already see the Vice currently at the blue position. Might be also telling us that they want to try and go for a push on the Herald, but I do not think they're unfortunately going to have the resources to do so. So I'm going to be seeing how things are going to be going. But I'm going to be taking a quick look on the top side of the map where it's going to be actually this Olaf versus this Gragas. So far, Olaf has been in a pretty stale fight. 0-0 currently. Same thing also ditto for the Gragas. And he's going to make his way down to help and assist the jungle and the mid lane of Orianna to go for the Herald. It's going to get picked up by the Vi. And now they can try and get some good pressure. But so far, Chakaimook, they've shown that they like to go for some side lane pushes with those kind of Heralds early on, which I would not be surprised because top lane has been so heavily hindered already in the early stage. If they want to try and chuck it up there, it could be a good way to do so. But I think that their intention with that is to wait for the dragon to respawn and use that as a point of pressure to attract attention away from the dragon pit so they can potentially take it with very small kind of interferences to go with.
That's so true. But for the meantime, everyone's just going for a reset. Gonna go back on to managing all the minion waves in the lanes. But the Orianna has to be very careful because a lot of... Actually, it is the Olaf that has to be very careful on the top side. Looks like he's gonna get sandwiched anytime soon by the members of Omega Esports in here. Lots of abilities getting thrown down. There goes the flash in and going for the Cataclysm as well, taking down these Olaf up top, but now a chase on who's gonna get the first turret down in here, and the advantage definitely onto the side of Chakaimook, them having the Rift Herald down bottom part of the map as well.
And we also saw Jarvan just almost died to the turret with like no one around him. He's like, he literally almost died just a few seconds away. So that was a pretty close one. But this is a great Herald push coming on through from Chakaimook because they know like there's a big fight happening on the other side. Just going to push it as Gragas getting dived up so heavily here. Going to get ulted by the Lux and will go down eventually.
That's for sure. And now in here, just as expected, they will try to go for another turret push in the bottom lane part of the map. Not going to be successful, but at least that is a turret that is less than half life already, and also a position for the Olaf to even go for some good flow of minion waves up top, while the rest of the members of Omega Esports will be coming from both the Nexus or even from the bot lane part of the map. We'll see how this will go, because so far I'm still not discounting the capability of Omega Esports in this game. Oh, quite an overstay though. I think he should have let the minion waves just hit the turret and just go back when he saw that, okay, there's the members on the side of Omega Esports are no longer present down bottom part of the map, so I just have to back away. So there's some risky plays in here. You can see somehow there is this good draft for the side of Chakaimook, but there are some plays that they are choking out.
I mean, like, this is their do or die draft. Like, this is the composition with like a lot of top tier. You got Kai'Sa, you got an Orianna, you got an Olaf. Despite the small enough that happened on Orianna, it's still a strong pickup. Gonna go for the dive though on the Orianna in the bottom lane as the ult connects though, but she will go down 1v3 and can't do much against it. Unfortunately, that should be an extra tower going down. How is the rest of the team of Chakaimook going to respond to this? Seems like not by doing too much. Sure, they might pick up the lane in the top side. Olaf is going to get it pretty easily, but unfortunately, that is going to be a lost trade going in favor of Omega Esports with that extra frag.
And now in here in the mid lane, and that one Violet mid as well, but back up in here coming from the Blitzcrank, even going for a kill onto it by shields won't be enough. Corki is in here to back up as well. Flanking on the side though is that Olaf, but it lost a lot of turrets actually in the bot lane part of the map. While impressive that Jarvan the fourth going for that other macro objective for Omega Esports. So man, again, I mean, I see a lot of choke points in here from the side of KM. They are losing their capability, their strength in the draft. But then again, you mentioned it already, okay? If the Vi actually goes to target a particular member on the side of Omega Esports and just get baited, probably under a turret, or maybe even if it's a Corki target, then the Corki is just gonna go back away, far away, and allowing the Vi to just go quickly. Then they're gonna CKM's gonna suffer, but for the meantime they're gonna go a steal onto the Ocean Dragon. They're gonna go fight as of the moment. Steals coming here, and they're coming from both the Orianna as well as the Lux. They're trying to manage all of this. Look at it coming from well, taking down the Vi. The Vi unfortunately has to take down some of the turret damage in there while he was under the turret of Omega Esports. But if you take a look at the Ziggs, he's doing a lot of good job in clearing the minion waves, not allowing the members of CKM to go for it.
I mean, the steal almost happened there, but Chakaimook were able to hold on strong and secure it. Nicely smited by the... Oh my God, talk about getting melted. See you later, Alligator. Orianna just got sent in the 4th dimension. She's off the rift entirely. And Baron is up for the count. They got the man advantage now, 5v4. This could be a first Baron pickup in this game. It goes without saying. That should be the obvious decision. But Jarvan is more interested with a red buff, apparently. He's like, red, please, give me. Yes.
Lux just made use of her final spark, so we have to wait around 23 seconds in case they want to go for a Baron still. But anyway, Omega Esports doesn't really want to go for that risky play, knowing that they still have to, it is just 11-minute game time, and they still have to respect that the death timer cooldown is not that heavy as of yet for the side of CKM. So basically the response time from CKM is still present, so they gotta be careful in taking down objectives, whilst the members of CKM might still be able to respond. And in here, surprisingly enough though, you can see that the gold lead is now on the hands of Omega Esports, because a lot of chokes that has happened from the side of CKM. They're now getting punished for all those kind of plays.
They are getting punished really heavily. I fully agree with that point. I want to still see Blitz try and go for some nice grabs eventually, because that's the entire point of having Blitzcranks is getting some good initial engages and having the team follow up on that. I want to see a little bit more of that potentially, but here it is, the 4-man push happening pretty heavily, while Olaf and Corky are just like, we don't want to really get involved with that fight. We shall take care of the bottom side of the map. But here might just be an opportunity to pull off a bait towards the Baron pit. They cleared all the vision earlier. They would be going in pitch black darkness, and Chakaimook have no idea what the hell is happening on that side of the map. They might be doing Baron. They might be doing something else. We have no clue, but now they make their way back into mid. They know for sure it's not going to be the case.
Oh,
it's
man.
a group in on top of the Vi.
Oh, man. Here we go again with a grab connecting onto the Vi. Back up in time from the locks. The final spark is going to be connecting onto one target from the side of Team Omega. Down that Gragas. One man down for both sides of the game, but the map control, we can say, is currently on the side of Omega Esports. They caught this Oriana of in the bushes as of the moment, and definitely the chase is gonna be point in here. Gonna go for that ultimate thing onto anyone, and I think this is gonna be a dead Oriana anytime soon.
I mean, I think I'm going to tell you, I'm sure that's a dead Oriana, but ult the minion. I mean, hey. So your boy needs some gold, okay? I get it. It's a hustle right now, but come on, don't hold the minions like that, please. Even though it was the last result, maybe a little bit of a misclick. Olaf is going to Ragnarok himself out of that one, make sure he can't get his CC down. He's going to peel away from that fight, but man, Corky's chasing. He's feeling damn aggressive as the flash comes on through, but the grab misses.
And here we go. In here we can see how Chakaimook is trying to manage things macro-wise. You can see the Olaf since try to go for that split push work, but yes, he has the teleport available, but I think he hasn't been utilized that well in this game so far, because many times he just tried to walk through towards his teammates, but you know, not really utilizing the split push potential coming up from the Olaf. So let's see what will happen in here from the backside of this Baron. We can see the Vi attempting to go for a steal. The grab has been used already, and seemingly no steal, but they're gonna go all out onto the team fight as of the moment. Impressive, so low, he's gonna be falling down onto the hands of the member of Team Chakaimook. Stronger, super low, not really super low, but he's getting chased down by this Olaf as well. And on the top side though, still making use of that GA. There goes the hook. There's goes the silence. Let's see if they're gonna be surviving. They are under the turret of Team.
What?
Oh man, what was that? What was that? They're not respecting. They're not respecting the turret of Omega Esports. Man, that is a turret that you have to deal with. Yes, you got. Man, I mean that was so questionable. Why?
Good. Why? That's the question of the hour. Why? Why would you do this?
And you don't really have a good flow of minion waves, man.
Like, I'm gonna dive now and then like, to be honest, like the peeling that came out after, so like his system was really strong, but like guys, I'm telling you right now, Ziggs
we have it on the
secret
replay.
OP. Ziggs is secret OP. I'm telling you right now, like you gotta pick that one all the time now. That's gonna become meta in the rank games. But now they're just going to be just flying down the mid laner position, especially because of Ziggs. He can just truck down turrets when they're towards 20% HP, can just melt them down and put down some C4. And the SBI will be cracking this one open. And there you go. That's going to be done. Ziggs connects it, and now it's just a Nexus open for the count.
Oh man, I mean this is now turret no longer present on the side of Team Chakaimook. We'll see lots of dance position make happening here. Impressive. Gonna go target this Lux, which making it hard from him a while ago. Corky though will fall down, and now Impressive is locked in his very own cataclysm in here, and a chase flag on the side as well. Stronger, super low. Gonna making use of that blast cone to save himself, but the chase is still there. Gragas, might he be locked in here? GA still present on CKM as well, but in the middle lane you can see what the Ziggs is doing. Gotta be careful on that one, because Ziggs, you know, he can definitely clear the minion waves super fast, while the Vi is actually working towards securing the Cloud Dragon. And okay, that was not the Elder as of yet, but yeah.
So we see Chakaimook throw, then after that we see Omega Esports throw. Game of Thrones, more like Game of Throw. This is what I'm seeing happen right now. These teams are kind of having a hard time staying consistent, as Vi's going to be taking a 1v1. Ziggs, how dare you not get tower dive by me earlier? I'm going to get vengeance. He has his Vendetta on him, so there you go. That's going to be all set and done, setting the score straight. As now it's still 13-13. There's only a 2k gold you get in favor of Chakaimook. Like, things have just been going so heavily back and forth that, like,
Yes.
I don't know who's going to be taking this one potentially, because things were going pretty normally at start, but now this game is going... This is a weird game. I think Campbell agree, Kasai. Like, things are getting real weird.
Yeah, it's so weird to the point that you don't know that. Oh, actually, I did not expect. I think not. It wasn't really that choke play. Coming from the side of Omega Esports. It's more like they know who to target. It's just apparently they got caught off guard. They kind of like disrespected the CC potential coming in from the side of CKM as well. You know, they got to deal with a set that might be coming up behind the spot, because we can see another fight ongoing in here. Super low. Was it buy? Yeah, super low buy right now. But look at the damage coming from the Ziggs right now. But then again, it is Team Omega Esports losing one member on their side, and they have all the right. And he decided to actually go aggressive in the middle lane. But you know, they gotta be careful again in the turret damage, just in case they choke out once more.
I mean, even a good grab from the Blitzcrank, they were still not able to capitalize and find the frag. Like, this is just Chakaimook really trying their best to survive it, and they were able to do so. But now they're going for the Baron. Wow, Jarvan, what are you doing, Jarvan?
What
He's
is
going to try and go
this,
for the backdoor.
man?
He's going to go for the backdoor right now.
I mean, is this really a backdoor?
Oh,
Everyone's just going for a teleport. This is a backdoor going from Omega Esports. This is gonna be it. The game of the day. Really highlight worthy. You guys made our day so amazing. I mean, that one. Oh, this is why you really have to take a look at the itemization. Are they changing to teleport? And then we can't expect a backdoor. And that's so frustrating for CKM.
Oh, I don't care if that's frustrating. That's goddamn entertaining. Hell yeah, give me more of that backdoor, baby. That was awesome. I mean, that reminds me, that takes me back to the good old Vainglory days when they have, like, people just go full teleport to finish the base. And this is what you love to see, man. It feels good. I'm going down memory lane right now. And it's a viable strat. I thought we were going to see it earlier, but it happened right now. Full TP in the base. And it was worthwhile. And here it is. We are going to be seeing Chakaimook losing that one, and that means we are so far 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. The series shall indeed go the way of Omega Esports as they make it straight into the finals.
Again, you gotta respect the Ziggs. I mean, he doesn't get picked a lot, but his damage and the structures are just on point. And him teleporting directly towards the base with the help of the Koki as well as the Jarvan as well. It's just so impressive. Even I think I did not see it, but did the Blitzcrank also join? So that was a 4-man backdoor in the base of CKM. That was so impressive. Omega Esports definitely deserved this win. I mean, they deserve to be in the finals. So congratulations to Omega Esports. You are now gonna go on to the finals match.